Hey, it's Alex Saenger with Keller Capital Properties. Today I'm going to be talking to you about my pre-listing lead sheet. The pre-listing lead sheet is one of the fundamental things that I learned when I came to KW. Let's take a look at this particular form in action on the phone with a live client. Let's have a look.
Hello.
Hi, is this Ruby?
Yes, this is Ruby.
Hi Ruby, this is Alex Saenger with Keller Capital Properties. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you doing?
I am doing wonderfully. I was given your name by Sally from one of our offices in California, from Keller Williams, and she mentioned to me that you might actually be thinking about selling your home. Is that right?
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
Okay, great. Now, Ruby, if you don't mind, tell me a little bit about your situation. What's happening with you guys?
Well, I am thinking about selling because I am planning to move to another state.
Oh, okay. Now, she mentioned that you were thinking about moving to California. Is that right?
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
Okay, great. And do you mind, I actually, when I talk to people about selling their home, I have this sheet that I go through just to make sure I capture all of the information correctly. Do you have time to go through that with me now?
Yes, I do.
Fantastic. Okay, and how do you spell your first name?
R-U-B-Y.
R-U-B-Y. Okay, great. And what's a good email address for you? What is the best way to get in touch with you? Is it going to be by your cell, by your email?
Email will be great.
Email? Okay, great. And Ruby, what is, do you own the house with anybody, or do you own it alone?
It's on my own.
It's just on your own?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, great. Now, let me go through, so the motivation. I know that you're planning on moving to California, but are you already working with an agent?
No, I am not.
No. Okay, great. And why are you moving to California?
Because of the weather, because it's closer to some countries that I want to visit.
Okay, so it's closer to some places you want to visit?
Yeah.
And you like the weather there better.
Yeah,
I can't blame you on that because it's really cold here right now.
Yes.
Now, you said you're moving to California, and I guess Sally's going to be your agent over there. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, great. And how soon do you want to be in California?
As soon as possible.
As soon as possible. Let's get out of here, right?
Yes.
Okay. And what will happen if your home doesn't sell in the required amount of time? What's your plan B?
Well, honestly, I would like to try to sell it before I move.
Okay. And what happens if it doesn't sell?
No, I really have to sell it.
Okay. All right. You have to sell it. Okay, great. Now, will you be receiving any corporate relocation assistance?
No.
No. Okay, great. And are you thinking about selling your home yourself?
Not really. That's why I mentioned Sally, because I really need a good agent.
Okay, you need a good agent. Okay, great. And on a scale from 1 to 10, with 10 being extremely urgent, how motivated are you to sell your house?
9.
9? Okay, great. And tell me a little bit about the house.
Well, the house is in a great location. It is good size.
Good size, okay.
It has a lot of good fixtures.
Fixtures? Okay,
Yes.
great. A lot of them are new fixtures?
Yes.
Okay.
It's upgraded.
Okay. And what work have you done to the property?
It's totally renovated.
Totally renovated?
Yes. Kitchen, floors.
Kitchen. What work did you do in the kitchen?
I remodeled the cabinets, the appliances, the floor.
Great. What kind of floor did you guys put in?
Hardwood.
Hardwood. Okay. And you mentioned some other renovations that you did?
Yes, around the house it was. Yeah.
Around the house? Okay. Great. And how many years have you lived in the home?
20 years.
20 years. Wow, that's great. Must have had some great memories there then, huh?
Yes.
Awesome.
A lot of good memories.
Excellent. And do you know roughly how many square feet are in the property? And it's
44,000.
4,400?
4,400, I'm sorry.
Okay, no, that's okay. That would be a big house at $44,000. So,
Yeah.
and how many stories do you have? Is that a three-level house?
It's 2 level.
2 levels? Okay,
Yeah, it
great.
is a Rambler.
Rambler. Okay, great. Rambler. Okay, that's an unusual thing for us, but that's great. And how many bedrooms do you have?
4.
4 bedrooms, and those are all on the upstairs?
Yes.
Do you have any in the basement?
The basement is just recreation room. Yeah, it has a service room and bathroom.
Okay, and do you know if that bedroom has an egress window, like a really big window in it?
It is big window, yeah. It
Okay, so we might even include that as another bedroom. Okay, great. And how many bathrooms do you have total?
It has 3.5.
3.5. Okay.
On the first floor and a full one in the
And
basement.
then there's one in the basement, so that's actually a 4.5 bath property. Okay, great. Now, other than the things that you've already mentioned to me, have you done any other updates or work to the house since you've moved in?
The roof also was changed
And when did you do that?
a few months ago.
Okay, that's really recent. Okay. And do you have a pool?
No, we don't.
Okay, that's not a problem. Most people don't really want pools. Actually, it's a detriment if you have a pool. So, at least in our area. Now, if you were to rate your home on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being it's a complete disaster, you should probably tear the thing down, or 10 meaning it's absolutely perfect, there's absolutely nothing to do with it, it's a model home, where would you rate your home?
We will rate it 8.
8? Okay, great. And what would make it a 10?
Do some work on the garage.
In the garage? The garage needs a little bit of work? Okay.
And maybe it has a tennis court that is not being upgraded.
Okay, the tennis court needs to be upgraded.
Mm-hmm.
And now let's talk about your financials. How much do you currently own on the property? Your first, second, or maybe a home equity line of credit?
I have one loan.
You have one mortgage?
Yeah, one mortgage.
Okay. And how much do you owe on that property?
200,000.
I'm sorry, 200?
Yeah.
200,000. Okay, great. And this is just a ballpark, really.
Yeah.
So, Ruby, how much do you think that your house is worth?
Well, since you are the expert, I think you should know. That's why I need you.
You're absolutely right. And you know what? I actually do have a fairly good idea. I'm familiar with the area. I'm familiar with the neighborhood. I have a pretty good idea of where I think the market is in the neighborhood. But it's important for me to understand where you're coming from and where your mind is as far as the value of the property, so that way we can make sure we're on the same page. Now, I can tell you that whatever you tell me is not going to influence what I think the house is worth, because I'm going to be going based off of the market data and what's happening in the trends in the neighborhood and things like that. So let me ask you, how much do you think the house is worth right now?
Well, I have seen some numbers in the area, and I believe it could go for $1.25 million.
1.25?
Yeah.
Okay, great. And how much do you want to list your house for?
Understand it will be nice to list it at the right price.
Right.
How can I say that? That's why I would like to see your numbers, and then we will go from there.
Sure, no, I completely understand. Do you have an idea of where you might want to start in terms of listing it? What the list price might be?
1.25.
1.25. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
it will be nice to start at 1.25.
1.25. Okay, great.
Yeah.
And so, Ruby, what price won't you go below?
I could go 1.1.
1.1. Okay, great.
Yeah.
And I'll just write that down. And are you up to date on all your payments?
Yes, I am.
Okay, perfect. And are you the sole owner of the property? I think you said
Yes.
earlier you were. Right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, great. And do you have any other properties, maybe an investment property or second home?
Not right now. That's the only one.
Okay, great. And now we're going to just track the conversation that we had. You heard about me from Sally, right, in California, our KW agent in California.
Yes.
And what are the 3 things that you're expecting from your realtor when you hire an agent?
Number 1, to sell it at the right price.
Sell for a good price. Okay.
2, communication, to keep me informed on everything that is done.
So good communication.
Yes.
Okay. So what's a third thing that you'd like from your
I
realtor?
want somebody honest that I can trust.
Honest Trustworthy. Okay, great. And are you setting other appointments?
I would like to after I meet you. I meet you.
Okay. Do you know who you would be meeting with?
I have some names, but I am not sure.
Okay. Well, if you'd like, one of the things that I do when I meet with my prospective sellers is I actually talk to them about what my competition looks like. We have an app called HomeSnap that allows us to actually pull up the statistics from any realtor across the area. I'd be happy to share with that app with you when we meet so that we can actually compare what my statistics look like and what the other agent's statistics look like. That way you can make an educated decision. Would that help for you?
Yeah, that will help. Thank you.
Okay,
That would be great.
Great. And then finally, on a scale from 1 to 10, when it comes to tough questions and frank, how frank and honest do you want me to be with you?
From 1 to 10?
Yeah.
9.
9. So you want me to lie to you just a little bit? No, I'm kidding.
No, I don't want that, but I expect excellence, not perfection.
Okay. Oh, I like that. You expect excellence, but not perfection. Well, I will tell you that I am very honest with my clients. I believe that honesty is the most important thing that we can do in our relationship to make sure that you have all the information that you need to be educated so that you can make the best decisions.
Oh, nice. I like that.
Good. Excellent. Now, the next step in the process is I'm going to actually stop by with a package of information. In the package, I'm going to have lots of different information that you will need to look at. Things like your disclosures, things that you're going to include in the home, and then also I'm going to bring you one of my listing packages that shows you my 50-day marketing plan. So what would be a good time for me to stop by and maybe share that with you and maybe grab a few photos with my iPad just so that I can get an idea of all the features and amenities that the house has, and that way I can bring that back to the office and do a comparison. And then what we'll do is after I drop that off with you, we'll have you come back into the office and sit down. We'll go through all the questions you have after reviewing the package. We'll also pull up on the computer all the comparables, and that way we can actually see what other people are selling for, what's on the market, what you're competing with, and we can actually complete all of our paperwork at that point. So when would be a good time for me to go ahead and stop by and drop off that package for you? I have Tuesday at 3 or Wednesday at 1.
Wednesday at 1 will be great for me.
Wednesday at 1? Okay,
Yes.
great. Wednesday at 1 p.m. Okay, great. And let's go ahead and schedule your follow-up appointment. If we're going to be meeting Wednesday at 1, why don't we go ahead and plan on the following week? I have Monday at 9 a.m. or I have Tuesday at 6 p.m. Which one works better for you there?
Tuesday at 6 p.m. is fine.
Tuesday, okay, at 6 p.m. And then that'll be actually here in my office, and I'll bring you my address so that you can find it. We're just up here in Rockville, just about 10 miles away from where you are now.
Oh, yeah.
Great. And do you have any other questions before we get off the phone today?
No.
No? All set?
Thank you. Yeah,
Okay,
all
great.
set.
Well, then I will plan on meeting you Wednesday at 1 o'clock by bringing you the package of information, my marketing plan, and have a quick tour of the home. And then we'll plan on meeting again in the office at Tuesday at 6 o'clock.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
Great. Thanks, Ruby. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
So if you don't have a pre-listing lead sheet that you're using when you take a listing appointment, you might want to think about putting one together. And if you'd like a copy of mine, get in touch with me, info@realagentadvice.com, or give me a shout, 301-200-1232. And do me a favor, if you liked this video, please go below, click like, and share it with a friend. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2018 on this YouTube channel. So make sure you share it with your friends and get it in front of as many people as possible. Help me achieve our goal of 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And if you know anybody moving into or out of the DC metro area, I'm Alex Saenger with Keller Williams Capital Properties, and I'm never too busy for your referral.